Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda if you're new here, and I post videos about anything. So if you're interested in anything that I post about, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Happy New Year. Let's start there. And as you guys can tell by the title, this is going to be a video about goals. It's going to be a light-hearted one. I don't take goals so seriously because I'm already really motivated in general. So goals to me are like, I just don't really need to set them because I kind of know everything that I want to do in my head, and I just do it. Obviously, a lot of successful people set goals, so maybe there's something in it that I'm missing, but I've just never felt crazy about them. But last year, I decided to set goals for myself. I did them very casually. I did them on my notes app. I'm going to insert a screenshot. I'm going to run through them quickly. I'm also going to install like some clips of me using a planner that I'm going to be using for this year. It's called the Digital Life Planner by Fitzy. If you guys know about Lamide Elizabeth, big inspiration for me. I love her channel. And she released a digital life planner on Notion. With me and Notion, it's like I started using Notion all the way last year. Like when I set my goals, like I put in the bottom like use Notion and these are your goals. I mean, these are your like different life sections and life areas. And for me, like Notion just isn't something that I wake up in the morning and I open. And I feel like for you to like set your goals there, it kind of needs to be a that for you to do it like properly and consistently, especially with like the kind of method that the life planner employs. It's like habits, like you want to check your habits every single day and you want to know what you're doing every day, but like to do that you have to open your laptop every day and you have to go on Notion every day. And for me, I just don't do that. Like I just wake up and I do what I need to do. Like, so that's why I've never like kind of gotten into the swing of Notion. I'm also use it reflectively. I'm going to try and do better at that this year because I am gonna set my goals in there. But yeah, my goals for last year. So my 2021 goals, the first one on the list is to apply for degree apprenticeships, and I specified 2 specific companies. Yeah, check that off because I actually did apply to them. That video is coming out after this one. That was more so a task. I don't know why it was in goals. But I think the actual proper goal that comes with it is securing one, and that was a goal that I achieved, like the biggest goal of the year for me. Another goal, again, is more so of a task. Like I don't know why this was a goal, but it applies to unis. I basically jotted down like all of the major things that I was going to do for the year, and then hearing back from unis, guys, this is a to-do list basically. I wasn't really too fussed about that goal because I didn't really want to go to uni anyways. Then my next goal was to break even Nailgist. If you guys don't know, Nailgist is my nail business that I started in lockdown. That was a goal for me that I actually didn't achieve, probably because I just didn't go as hard as I needed to in terms of, you know, posting every day, the hashtags, the promotions. And when I say break even, I wanted to make as much from doing nails as I had spent on like setting up and everything, because nails is something that you have to invest a lot into at the start. It's not like doing hair where you buy like, you know, a few hair products and you buy like, you know, the little things that you need, and then your money, as soon as money starts coming in, because you're charging like £100 here and there, like as soon as that money comes in, you've basically made what you've spent. I think at the time that I wrote that down, I was like minus £900 or something ridiculous like that. I think now I'm really actually good. Actually, I think I'm on like around the 400 mark. It will take me a while. I think I would make that another goal for this year. It's fine. It's something I enjoy. It's definitely a passion of mine, so I guess it's a small price to pay. The next goal that I had jotted down was my net worth, because I took a gap year last year and I was working, so I could obviously have a sizable amount of money left over at the end of that. So I reached that. That was just, yeah, that was amazing for me. To be honest, I didn't actually think I was going to meet the goal because I was actually on a different salary at the start of my gap year than I was at the end, because the company I was working for gave us a pay rise halfway through, and it was a good amount. It's like a couple thousands, like an increase in salary. And I was like, without that, I probably may not have met my goal, but I still did because God made a way. Period. I put savings and invested because midway through my gap year, I then also made like just a random decision to like put all of my money in stocks, because why was it sitting in my account? We will never know. Actually, I talked about that in the video about how I budget. And then another goal was to complete the CFA Investment Foundations, which is a financial qualification. If you guys didn't know, I work in finance. It was actually a lot of content, but I did it. I passed it, and I mainly picked that up because the traineeship that I was doing on my gap year didn't come with a qualification, so I decided to do the investment foundations to kind of make up for the fact that I wouldn't have a qualification at the end of 12 months, and I would just have work experience, which is nothing wrong with, because I still was able to do what I needed to do afterwards. But it kind of just showed that I'm really interested in finance. Obviously now in the role that I'm currently in, I'm actually going to be taking the CFA level 1, which is the step up. Another goal was to get my driver's license, which I did not do. I guess I just didn't achieve that one because again, it all comes down to like commitment and motivation. And you know, for me anyways, I need to be motivated if I'm going to do something, and I just wasn't motivated to drive. Like, I have no interest in driving whatsoever. I'm not eager as everyone is to learn. Like, if anything, I just don't like driving. I don't like the feeling of controlling heavy machinery that could kill me. I'm just not attracted to it. I did take my theory test and I passed, so that was good. But obviously with COVID and like the backlog of tests, I knew like I wasn't going to be able to take my test anytime soon. So all I've been doing now are informal lessons with friends, family, blah blah blah. I'm going to try and do it this year, but to be honest, with the exams and the essays that I'm doing, it's really not at the forefront of my mind. And I checked the government website recently and there's still no tests available. So it's like, what do you guys want me to do? I will set it as a goal for this year again, obviously, and see how it goes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to open a new notes, because I'm not going to really go through this planner right now, because it's quite a thorough planner. It's really, really good though, and I feel like really, really organized. Everything kind of feeds into itself, so that's really, really good in a planner, because most aspects of your life should link to the goals that you have. Like the habits that you do, they should link to the goals that you wish to achieve. So I think that's really, really good. So what could be a goal that I want to set for myself this year? I thought about a few things, but this year I know what I need to focus on. I know the two main areas of my life that I need to focus on, and that's kind of it. Everything else outside is nice, but it's not really what I'm going for. But I'm still going to set them as goals, you know, just in case. First thing that I'm going to add here is to pass my professional exam that I have coming, which is the CISI. I also have another kind of career thing, which is to pass my end point assessment, which is like the gateway in terms of taking me through to like the second year of my degree apprenticeship. I think a good goal for me is to, I'm just going to call it like speaking to schools about degree apprenticeships. Like, I don't even know what to call that. Outreach programs? I don't know. Degree apprenticeship outreach. I already have 2 opportunities set up. Another one is obviously my relationship with Christ, but there isn't any way that I can kind of quantify that, if that makes sense. I'm just going to write God. I don't know how I can quantify it this year in a way that won't fumble. Do you know what I mean? In a way that I won't fumble. I'm reading a Bible commentary at the moment on the book of Mark, so I'm not really going to include that in the quantitative analysis. I'm going to set myself the goal of reading, let me actually push myself. I'm going to set myself the goal of reading 3 other Christian commentaries. I think I can do that. Read the Word every day, standard, and complete 3 Christian commentaries. My financial goal now, let's talk money. How much do I want to save this year? Considering how much I'm making on my liabilities, I don't know what amount to set myself as a goal, because it's one of them ones where like I really want to reach it as well. I don't just want to say it and not come close. So last year I saved, where's a calculator? I need a calculator. And to be honest, I've probably just made this goal so difficult for myself the way I've been spending recently, but it's okay. Last year I saved basically 50% of my income. This year, the thing is, this year I'm on a lower income, so I don't really want to fool myself. Okay, let me see what 40% is of what I get. That's ridiculous. Yep, so I have my financial target for this year. I'm even stressing out thinking about it, because I plan to go on holidays this year, so it's like, am I really gonna save that? But it's okay, don't die for cash, guys. Travel more, so minimum 2 holidays, because I literally have 2 planned already. I'm not even gonna talk about YouTube, any sort of YouTube goal this year, because I am not even gonna lie to you guys, between side hustle 1 and my actual degree apprenticeship itself, I am pressed for time. Let me just say that consistency is very, very difficult, considering everything that I'm doing. So I wouldn't want to set myself a goal that I know like I just cannot achieve. It takes me so long to film because I talk so much. It takes me so long to edit because I don't have time, and editing in general just takes long for me. I started using iMovie this year on a MacBook instead of my phone, and just so slow. It's better, it's much better, like, don't get me wrong, but it takes me a while, so I'm not even gonna fool myself. So that's why I'm not talking about YouTube. I will talk about nail gist. I'll just say break even again. Hopefully I can break even this year and get my £400 back. Yeah, again, nails takes quite a lot of time as well, so my appointments will be like here and there. Another goal would be to get my driver's license, because yep, I can finally do that this year if the backlog of COVID is finally over. And then to do with my property side hustle, I'm just gonna secure a second property. Obviously for that to happen, I need to be confident and comfortable with the first one, and that needs to be like up, running. Everything needs to be going smoothly with that one, and then obviously the finances need to be there for the second one, but hopefully I can still get that done by the end of the year. Yeah, so I think those are all of my goals. It's kind of everything that I just need to kind of focus on this year. I don't really need to focus on anything else. Like I'm just thinking if there's anything else that I wanted to achieve this year. Even these goals, like this is a lot for me to do in a year, not gonna lie. I feel like last year I was a bit all over the place, but this year I'm more focused, definitely. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I'm itching to do. Like this is literally my life. So my career, my study, Christ, my finances, and traveling is a new thing. My notice is just there because I want to make my money back still. And driver's license is just one of them ones, like it's just get it out of the way already, because I will not be doing it next year, guaranteed. Like if I don't get my driver's license this year, do you really think I'm going to be learning how to drive, doing CFA? Please, it's not happening. And secure a second property, like that is tunnel vision. That is a big one for me. Like I really want to grow my portfolio. Oh, this hair is just giving. Yeah guys, that's it for this video. I've set my goals, and I hope you guys will set some goals for this year. I feel like after COVID, we just kind of need a reason to recoup and refocus and just do everything that we couldn't do last year, literally. So I hope you guys will set some good goals. Let me know what they are in the comments. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this video, if you like anything that I do on my channel, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one.